Real TV will not be seen tonight, but you can see it at this time tomorrow. Now stay tuned for the Phillies versus the Atlanta Braves.
Good evening, everyone, from Turner Field in Atlanta. Welcome to Phillies baseball. Final game of the series, the Phils and the Atlanta Braves. Garrett Stevenson goes for the Phillies. Last year's Cy Young Award winner, John Smoltz, for Atlanta. Harry Callis, along with Rich Ashburn and Chris Wheeler. And Garrett Stevenson, Wheels, is one of 20 pitchers the Phillies have used this year, so there's no question the way the club is going. A young guy does have a chance, certainly, this season for the Phillies.
Well, there's a lot of opportunity here, and there has been all year. Unfortunately, nobody has stepped up to really claim that opportunity and make the most out of it. You know, here's two guys right there, Matt Beach on the right and Garrett Stevenson on the left, talking over a game in Florida the other night. They're two guys that have a heck of a chance to impress people up here and pitch in the major leagues for a number of years. Scott Ruffcorn's another guy who was, you know, a minor league phenom with the White Sox, and since he's come up here, things haven't worked out real well for him. Now, Mike Lieberthal's in a difficult situation. He's a young player himself. Sometimes one of the most important guys on your ball club can be the catcher as far as your pitching staff goes. Lieberthal, he's kind of just feeling his way along right now, and sometimes he's not on the same page with the starting pitching. So it's a constant learning experience. You saw another young pitcher last night have his problems, and you know, it's just kind of been that way this year, Harry, and you hope by the end of the season somebody's going to get better.
Certainly opportunity to step up for the pitchers. And meanwhile, Bobby Cox, Whitey, they trade Marquise Grissom, one of the top defensive center fielders in the game, to get Kenny Lofton, also a great defensive center fielder. Lofton's down on the disabled list. They haven't lost a thing. That kid's out there, Andrew Jones.
Yeah, I think they're going to lose Lofton. He can be a free agent. I think he's the guy that's going to be the odd man out here, because he's going to want a lot of money. But Andrew Jones, Harry, I've seen some great center fielders. I don't think this, I've seen a better one than this one. I think that was on Bronya, if I'm not mistaken. That was a diving on the dead run catch. He hung on to the ball after flopping over a couple times. Here's the next one he made shortly after that on a little dumper in this shallow center field. He held on to that ball. But the main thing about him, you know, we know he can run. He gets a good jump. I think he's a better center fielder than Marquise Grissom, and that's saying a lot.
That is saying a lot, and he's only 20 years old. One guy that's really happy to have him is Bobby Cox, and Andy Musser is standing by with the Braves manager. Andy?
Okay, Harry, well, it's obvious when you look at plays like that Andrew Jones has earned some playing time even when Lofton comes back. What are you going to do?
Well, it's a tough call. You know, Andrew's played as good a center field as you can possibly play. He reminds me of what I heard of Joe DiMaggio, how graceful he plays that position, and he is very graceful out there, and he gets to everything. So when Kenny comes back, it's going to be a huge lift for our club. There's no doubt about it. And Kenny's going to be in center field, no doubt about that. And we'll move Andrew around. Fortunately, Andrew can play all three positions extremely well. And, you know, sometimes you move outfielders to left and right. They can't play him at all. But we're fortunate that Andrew can play all three. And basically right now, Andy, that's what he's going to do.
Bobby, you've had a few more injuries this year than you've had to deal with in the past. When you assess your ball club right now, is that the first thing on your mind, getting everybody healthy?
Well, it makes you put up that lineup card late every day. That's the only thing, waiting on guys to come in and see if they can play. And we've had a lot of little tiny things, really, some major stuff, but a lot of tiny things that a lot of guys play with. And, you know, it is a problem a little bit with our club right now, but, you know, we're getting by. We were pretty deep with our bench, and it's paid off for us. But, you know, I've always told players once they sign that professional contract, after 1 year out of high school, you're never going to feel healthy again. So you better get used to playing with some pain.
Boy, that is true. Everybody goes out there with a hangnail of some sort. The bullpen shakeup that you had over the weekend, these youngsters that you have brought up from Richmond have done a good job for you. Are you satisfied so far?
Sure. I think they've done remarkably well, really, because, every game we play here, it's sold out basically, and you know, we're in first place right now, so naturally every pitch, every at bat is a big one, and they came through with flying colors, I think. And you know, the demotion of the other three guys, they needed to go out and pitch and regain some ability to throw strikes in the right spots and things like that, and we gave them the opportunity to do that. In the meantime, we've got these three, and we might find a golden nugget in there somewhere. So it was kind of a win situation for all six of them.
Bobby, are the expectations so high for the Atlanta Braves? I mean, have you kind of spoiled your fans the last couple of years that anything short of a World Series victory is not satisfactory?
Probably so. I don't think anybody realizes how difficult it is just to win a division. You know, it's a grind, and it's very difficult. And certainly the teams that win them nowadays, they don't get the recognition that they should, because that's awfully hard over 162 games. That's where, you know, the recognition, all the applause, the standing O's should be for the teams that win those things. St. Louis didn't get much out of it last year. San Diego didn't get much appreciation out of it. And now, you know, you have the added round of playoffs, and it's a best of 5, as a matter of fact, the divisional championship. It makes it all more difficult. So we're very proud of our club. We've been to the last 4 out of the last 5 World Series, and I don't know if anybody's going to equal that in the future because of the way free agency is and the salary structures of clubs, being able to keep their clubs intact, and it's affecting our club right now as well. So it's going to be a difficult task.
Bobby Cox, and we thank him. We've got Garrett Stevenson pitching for the Phillies tonight. Bobby's going to send out John Smoltz to his mound. Harry Callis will be back with the starting lineups right after we take this break.
Phillies baseball is being brought to you in part by Brewery Fresh Budweiser, the official beer of Major League Baseball. By Mellon PSFS, it's where you're going. By your local Chevrolet Geo dealers. And by Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield, the health insurance companies you can lean on.
Every day there are more and more demands on your time. So you should demand more from your bank. Like the ease of banking by phone. Banking from just about anywhere by PC. Or anytime by ATM. And the convenience of full-service banking 7 days a week at all of our supermarket locations. To find out more, stop by any of our offices or call us at 1-800-MELON24. Mellon, it's where you're going.
Mother Nature has provided many of her creatures with natural instincts to help prepare for the changing seasons. Unfortunately, you and I are not among them. On the other hand, we don't have to be. We have something else to help prepare for the season's change. The new LL Bean Fall Catalog. It's in your home right now.
With my old health plan, I needed a referral to see my gynecologist. Now, look, I'm a big girl, but the whole ordeal was kind of uncomfortable. But that was then. We switched to Keystone, you know, back by the Blues. They don't make me get permission to see my gynecologist. They understand that I can handle it myself whenever I choose.
Direct Access, another innovation from Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield.
Keystone understands women.
Back at Turner Field in Atlanta, Georgia, lineup cards are being handed out at home plate by Terry Francona, Phillies manager, and Jim Beecham, coach for the Atlanta Braves. The men in blue tonight, Angel Hernandez will call the balls and strikes. Charlie Williams at first, Bruce Premming at second, and Mark Hirschbeck at third. And quite a few day games played this afternoon in the major leagues, and they keep hitting home runs. Mark McGwire hit his major league leading 32nd in the Oakland A's win. Yankees also won. Tino Martinez hit his 31st, and the Cubs have traded Frank Castillo. They're one of their starting pitchers to Colorado. Colorado has lost every one of their starting pitchers to injury. In return, the Cubs got Double-A pitcher Matt Poole. In that Yankee game, the Yankees ended up winning that game 12-6. Hideki Irabu started that game. He went 5 innings and got the win, but he gave up 3 home runs. Matt Williams homered off him, as did Marquise Grissom and Tony Fernandez, but he did get the win going 5 innings. Braves have taken the field, and Terry Francona's starting lineup for the Phils tonight. Ruben Amaro in center field leads off. Mickey Morandini second base bats second. Darren Dalton right field hitting third. Scott Rowland third baseman batting fourth. Greg Jeffries the left fielder hits fifth. Rico Brogna at first base batting sixth. Mike Lieberthal catching hitting seventh. Kevin Stocker the shortstop bats eighth. And Garrett Stevenson pitching hitting ninth. Facing John Smoltz.
Good fastball, good breaking ball, and a great splitter. His one loss could be better, 8-7. But that ERA is about where he was last year when he won the Cy Young. So they're not getting him as many runs. They are scoring 5 runs a game for him, which should be enough for John Smoltz.
See his career numbers against the Phillies, 10-6. That really doesn't tell the whole story. His last loss to the Phillies came on June 30th of '95. Since then, he is 5-0 with an 0.61 ERA against the Phils. He has not given the Phillies an earned run in the last 18 innings of work. So he has been a tough customer, no question about it. Defensively behind him, Chipper Jones at third. Jeff Blauser at shortstop. Mark Lemke at second. Crime Dog McGriff at first. Eddie Perez catching. Ryan Klesko in left. Andrew Jones in center. And Michael Tucker in right. Ruben Amaro will lead it off. Amaro in the starting lineup tonight for the injured Negre Cummings. Cummings has a slightly sprained ankle. Should be ready in a day or two. Ruben hitting at .262. Lifetime, Ruben is 1 for 1 off John Smoltz. Hits it into shallow left center. Watch that guy close down. I mean, that's a ball off the bat. We talked about him in the opening. That's the ball off the bat that you say that's going to drop in there. Not with Andrew Jones out there. This 20-year-old youngster is something to see in center field, one down.
Yeah, this looked like it had a good chance. We saw this last night in the late innings. 2 plays that saved the Braves some runs, no question. They let him run out there. Klesko's not going to get in his way, nor is Michael Tucker in right.
Mickey Morandini takes a called strike. Morandini hitting at .301. Back off the leg of Smoltz to Lemke, and they get him by a fraction of a stride. And Morandini, it was slowed down by Smoltz right to Lemke. 2 down.
Well, the Phillies are, that's the way things are going. I mean, that could bounce any direction, but at the second baseman. If it bounced to short, Mickey probably would have beaten it out.
Brings on Darren Dalton, Dutch hitting at .268. Lifetime a .154 hitter against Smoltz. He does have 2 career home runs off him. Smoltz has struck him out 9 times. No balls and a strike to Darren Dalton. 0-2. We were remiss yesterday and not. Now let's have our Nissan scouting report.
Okay, that fastball is best pitch, no doubt about that. A hard slider and that split finger that we mentioned. Power pitcher.
Led the majors in strikeouts and in wins last year. 276 strikeouts, 24 wins while winning his first Cy Young. 2-2. We were remiss yesterday in not acknowledging the birthday of Phillies outfielder Derek May. Derek May celebrated his 29th yesterday. Struck him out, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Smoltz. No runs, hits, errors, and none left after 1/2. Phil's nothing. Braves coming to bat.
When it comes to value, only one sport utility wins the race. Chevy Blazer LS 4-door 4x4. Because Blazer is priced over $1,200 less than Pathfinder XE, over $1,900 less than Explorer XLT, and over $2,000 less than 4Runner SR5. And now you can lease a Blazer for just $289 a month for 36 months. Initial payment $19.99. Or buy any Blazer now and get $1,000 cash back. Financial security in an insecure world. Only at your local Chevrolet and Geo dealer.
We had a phone bill you would not believe, but now we dial 10321, then 1, the area code, and the number, and we save over AT&T on every call in the U.S. and 50% on all calls over 20 minutes. No signing up, we just dial it.
Bottom half of the first inning, Bobby Cox starting lineup for Atlanta. Jeff Blauser, shortstop, leads off. Michael Tucker in right field bats second. Chipper Jones, third base, hitting third. Fred McGriff, the first baseman, bats fourth. Ryan Klesko in left field, hitting fifth. Andrew Jones, center field, bats sixth. Eddie Perez, the catcher, hitting seventh. Mark Lemke at second base, bats eighth. And John Smoltz hitting ninth. They are facing Garrett Stevenson.
Well, we had a nice visit with Garrett after last night's game, and he feels he's going to do pretty well against this club. He's going to try to stay away from walks.
2-4, but 2 of his losses have come against Atlanta with a high ERA of over 12 against these Bravos. 1 strike to Jeff Blauser. He lost to Greg Maddux 12-5 at Veterans Stadium and lost again to Maddux 7-1 here at Turner Field. Missing with a curveball, 1-1 to Blauser, who's hitting a .344, tied for 5th best in the league, 3rd in the league in on-base percentage. .439 is on-base percentage. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Blauser's one of the Braves who really has hurt Stevenson. 2 home runs this year often. It's in the air to center field, and Ruben Amaro puts it away. Stevenson has surrendered 8 home runs, and the Braves have hit 4 of those 8. Defensively behind Garrett Stevenson, Scott Rowland at third, Kevin Stocker shortstop, Mickey Morandini second, Rico Brogna at first, Mike Lieberthal catching, Greg Jeffries in left, Ruben Amaro in center, and Darren Dalton in right. Michael Tucker is batting at .299. One strike to Tucker. Razor's second in the league in team batting, .284. Second in the league in runs scored. And Colorado in both categories. Second in the league in home runs behind the Rockies. Good changeup. 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Stevenson is doing just what you told him to do, Whitey. He's out there throwing strikes here in the early going.
I think he's only missed 1 pitch that was a ball. That was a high inside curveball to Blauser.
Foul back, still 1-2. I'd like to send along our get well wishes to Julie Shank, wife of Phillies Vice President Larry Shank. Julie recouping from shoulder surgery, watching the ball game tonight. Julie, hope you're feeling better real soon. Two and two to Michael Tucker.
Howard Weibel or Wibble in the great Northeast, 74 years old today. Longtime Phillies fan.
Bounce foul. It's still 2-2. Garrett Stevenson, 25 years of age. Houston beat the Cubs 5-3 on Bill Spire's 3-run pinch hit home run in the 9th inning. Came off Mel Rojas, who was really labored as the closer for the Cubs. Dodgers beat Colorado 6-5. Chonho Park won that one. Todd Worrell his 23rd save, and Todd Zeile hit his 20th home run of the year. Mike Piazza went 3 for 5. Zeile, who went from the Phillies to Baltimore along with Pete Incaviglia. Garrett Stevenson, one of the pitchers the Phillies got in that deal, along with Calvin Maduro. Full count to Michael Tucker. Still 3-2.
Ruth Barbin, long time Phillies fan, is 90 years old today. Nice note from her son, Jerry Baker, Thorndale, PA.
Pop foul should stay in play for Scott Rowland. It does. 2 down. And it'll bring up Chipper Jones. Chipper having another fine year, hitting .317, 5th in the league in runs batted in with 75. Much more dangerous hitter left-handed than right. He's hit all of his home runs from the left side. 10-game hitting streak, hitting .450 in the last 10. His career high hitting streak is an 18-gamer, which he accomplished last year. Sharply hit. What a great grab by Morandini, but he couldn't dig it out of his glove. Jones beats it out for an infield single, but a fine effort by Mickey Morandini.
And Mickey made a great diving catch. Up the webbing of his glove and couldn't get the ball out quickly enough.
Had he been able to get it out, he probably would have gotten him. Just that momentary hesitation, because it's a close play. But it will extend the hitting streak of Chipper to 11 games, and the batter is Fred McGriff. Time Dog hitting .278. 11 home runs, one of the homers coming off Garrett Stevenson. Him up, shallow center field. Ruben Amaro coming on, puts it away, and that'll be it for Atlanta in the first. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. After 1, it's a 0-0 game.
Budweiser.
I can't believe they went with the frogs.
Louis.
Our audition was flawless.
Louis.
We did the look, huh? We did the tongue thing.
Mm-hmm.
That was great.
Louis, frogs sell beer. That's it, man. #1 rule of marketing.
The Budweiser Lizards. We could have been huge.
Hey, there'll be other auditions.
Oh, yeah, for what? This was Budweiser, buddy.
know.
This was big. Those frogs are gonna pay.
Let it go, Louis. Let it go.
This summer,
the president's plane has been hijacked.
while the world holds its breath,
Nobody does this to the United States.
the fate of a nation
History will judge you by what you do right now.
rests on the courage of one man.
We cannot give in to their demands. It won't end there.
And if you die on that plane, does it end there?
Harrison Ford.
Get off my plane!
Air Force One. Rated R. Opens everywhere July 25th.
From Toya Pets to Chia Pets, Toyota's commemorating 40 years of being part of America. And to celebrate, a great selection of Toyota certified used vehicles is now available from participating dealers. Each has undergone a 128-point inspection so thorough, it's covered by a 6-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, extending from the original date of purchase, and a 24-hour roadside assistance program, all backed by Toyota. Toyota certified used vehicles. The best new cars make the best used cars.
After 1 inning of play, the Phils nothing and Atlanta nothing. Upcoming telecasts of Phillies baseball include tomorrow night's game with the Expos on Prism and Thursday night's game on Sports Channel. Both games begin at 7:30. Scott Rowland leads it off for the Phillies here in the second. Rowland batting .292. 11 home runs. He's knocked in 54. Leads the Phils in runs batted in. 2 for 4 in his only game against Smoltz. Slider off the end of his bat, foul, 1 strike. Two strikes. It's 10 pitches Smoltz has thrown, and 8 have been for strikes. An 8-pitch first inning. One and 2 to Scott Rowland. Fouls this one out of play. Still 1 and 2. Phillies are home tomorrow night against the Montreal Expos. Kurt Schilling will be pitching that game for the Phillies. Jim Bullinger for Montreal. And off a low slider. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Missed again, a full count to Scott Rowland.
Tough pitch not to swing at because that was close. Slider again close to the outside corner.
A little wide though. Bouncing ball tapped to Jones at third base. Chipper just gets rolling. 1 down.
For Jones, a little hesitation there almost cost him the play.
Brings on Greg Jeffries, hitting at .252.
Now he feels it here cleanly and then juggle around the mitt there a little bit. Made it close.
Well hit to right field. Tucker back, puts it away at the warning track. Jeffries just missed that ball. Had a good swing at a first ball fastball, but he's retired. 2 outs.
Here it is. That's a little slider. Had a little slide on it. It was up though. Good pitch to hit. Didn't quite get it all.
Rico Brogna, the batter, hitting at .252. Hit his 10th home run here last night. Lifetime against Atlanta, .347 hitter. He has great numbers against John Smoltz. 6 for 11 lifetime against Smoltz. Pops it in the air to shallow left. Ryan Klesko comes on. Goes down and turn in the second. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. We move to the bottom of the second. It's 0-0.
On the next Hercules.
Your secret is safe.
A mythic creature.
Half woman, half deer.
Pits Hercules against the god of war.
I don't need you.
Kill Hercules.
Hercules, the legendary journey.
You want my help?
Cena's greatest enemy becomes a dangerous ally.
Here comes trouble.
On the next Cena. Friday beginning at 8 on WB17.
Good morning, sir. They're expecting you just down the hall.
I said a scalpel, not Excalibur.
TLC, adventures for your mind.
There's one luxury car that's not a cliche.
What is it?
The Millennia by Mazda. An icon of style. An oasis of comfort. An exhibition of grace. Very refined. Very personal. Millennia. Your private label luxury car. Lease for $329.
The Michelin X1, with a 6-year unlimited mileage tread life warranty, gives you better wet traction than any rain tire, plus Michelin control in most driving conditions. After all, it hasn't rained that much in years.
Bottom half of the second inning, Ryan Klesko will lead it off for the Atlanta Braves. Our trivia question tonight is brought to you by the new Dodge. This one will give you the Willies, Whitey. Who are the 5 Willies who have won Most Valuable Player awards? Fans, if you'd like to play along with Rich on our trivia question, email us with your guesses to WB17 Phils, care of AOL.com. And for more information on the Phillies, check out our AOL site at keyword WB17 Sports.
Is this both leagues or one league?
This would be both leagues. 5 Willies who have won MVP awards. Ryan Klesko is rung up. First strikeout for Garrett Stevenson. 1 down here in the second. It'll bring up Andrew Jones.
Klesko didn't like this call.
It's on the outside corner.
Well, it's not too far outside. It's outside.
Make them swing the bats.
See, he can't believe it. Believe it, Ryan. They're going to keep calling that all year. They have been calling it all year.
Andrew Jones batting at 280. 1 ball and no strikes. Two and nothing to Andrew Jones, who got 3 walks last night. His pitching walked a lot of hitters last night. And Stevenson's falling behind Jones 3-0.
He's just lost the vest on that new suit, Harry.
Yep. Pants and jacket are going to come unless he can. Got that one over. 3-1. Full count to Andrew Jones. It's a foul down the left field side, well out of play.
You could get that 3-2 changeup over now. You could get Jones. Jones is fastball hitter. He's looking fastball.
Walked him, and there goes the suit of clothes. So Jones is a 1-out base runner. It'll bring up Eddie Perez. This copyrighted telecast is presented by the authority of the Phillies and may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the express written consent of the Phillies and WPHL TV. Perez hitting at 248. He'll do the brunt of the catching now for the Braves with Javi Lopez on the disabled list. And strike to him. High, 1-1 the count to Eddie Perez. Tim Spear just called up from Richmond, hit a grand slam home run last night. He is the backup now for Eddie Perez. Andrew Jones will attempt stolen bases. He's pilfered 13 of them. He's been thrown out 7 times. High ball, tight to the line and right. Foul ball. Bellion out a long ways, but could not catch up to it. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Eddie Perez. Garrett Stevenson, 25. 18th round draft pick of Baltimore in the 92 draft. Comes out of Tacoma Park, Maryland. Now makes his home in Kimberly, Idaho. First play at first base. Jones gets back.
Andrew Jones was taught by his father to play baseball.
Did a pretty good job, his dad.
He did. When the Braves tested Andrew Jones' running, they wanted to have a guy run against him. It was his father, and his father almost beat him.
Pitch out. They called the pitch out right, and Jones is out at second base. So Andrew Jones is nailed by Mike Lieberthal for out number 2 as the Phillies called the pitch out. They smelled it out, and Jones retired.
And his father would have made that. I doubt it, though. That was a high throw and still plenty of time to tag the runner. Somebody guessed right or picked off a sign.
Eddie Perez lost a high pop fly into shallow left. Greg Jeffries coming on. That will retire the Braves here in the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, and none left. We move to the 3rd inning. It's a 0-0 game.
Every day there are more and more demands on your time. So you should demand more from your bank. Like the ease of banking by phone. Banking from just about anywhere by PC. Or anytime by ATM. And the convenience of full-service banking 7 days a week at all of our supermarket locations. To find out more, stop by any of our offices or call us at 1-800-MELON-24. Mellon, it's where you're going.
When it comes to value, only one sport utility wins the race. Chevy Blazer LS 4-door 4x4. Because Blazer is priced over $1,200 less than Pathfinder XE, over $1,900 less than Explorer XLT, and over $2,000 less than 4Runner SR5. And now you can lease a Blazer for just $289 a month for 36 months. Initial payment $19.99. Or buy any Blazer now and get $1,000 cash back. Financial security in an insecure world. Only at your local Chevrolet and Geo dealer.
Blockbuster has all the hot summer hits, more hot new releases, and more copies of them. Absolute Power, Vegas Vacation, Relic, Beverly Hills Ninja, Metro, Scream. We're turning up the heat with thousands of great movies. Blockbuster's hot summer hits. Take them home and make it a Blockbuster night.
It's opening day part 2. Hot dogs for $1, Fan Zone for free. When the second half of the season kicks off Wednesday, July 16th at 7:35 versus the Expos. Reserved seats start at just $5. Call 463-1000.
Phillies farm system last night. Glenn Wilkes-Barre beat Syracuse 8-3. Mike Grace had a good outing, 6 2/3 innings. Did not come back after a rain delay. Gave up just 2 earned runs. Desi Relaford, Eric Fox, and Doug Angeli all homered. Reading lost 8-5 to Portland. Adon Mian went 3 for 4 in that game. And Clearwater beaten by West Palm Beach 6-4. Eddie Rivero was a 2 for 4 game with a home run. And lower down in the minors at Piedmont, last year's #1 draft pick, Adam Eaton, won his ball game over Asheville. He worked 5 innings, struck out 4. Didn't throw a pitch after the second inning, under 90 miles an hour. Adam Eaton, the #1 pick last year from Snohomish, Washington. Mike Lieberthal leading it off. Lieberthal in his last 5 starts hitting a lusty .556. 2 balls and a strike to Mike Lieberthal. Lofted foul, 2-2. Our trivia question tonight brought to you by the new Dodge. Who are the 5 Willies who have won MVP awards?
You got to go with the first, Mays.
Yes, he won 2 of them, 54 and 65.
Have to go with McCovey.
69, the Giants.
Have to go with Stargell.
79 with the Pirates. Second strikeout for Smoltz as Lieberthal chased a high pitch, 1 down. It'll bring up Kevin Stocker.
How about, here's a high pitch he swung at, a high fastball. How about that Willie Hernandez?
Ooh, good going.
I'm surprised you didn't.
Yes, you did. Wow, I thought you would never get Willie.
Detroit.
That's exactly right. Willie Hernandez grounded right to the crime dog. Fred McGriff makes the play for out number 2.
I might throw another surprise at you for that 5th one, Harry. Willie McGee.
Ooh, Whitey. Excellent.
That was a...
Got all 5 without... Oh, very good.
Well, Willie McGee stumped me a little bit. I remember he had that one great year when the Cardinals won. He stole a lot of bases, drove in a lot of runs.
I didn't think you'd ever get Willie Hernandez, and it's rare for a pitcher to win an MVP award, but Willie Hernandez did. And that great year with the Tigers as a closer.
That was right after the Phillies traded him.
We let him go. Yeah, that's right. Bellingham 2 to Garrett Stevenson, and Smoltz has mowed down the lineup the first time around. He's done so because he's thrown first ball strike to each of the first 9 hitters in the lineup. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Two balls and 2 strikes to Stevenson. Stevenson is 2 for 11. Puts his bat on the ball and fouls it down the right field side. Still 2-2 to Garrett Stevenson. Garrett Stevenson is the last non-Schilling starter to win for the Phils. Stevenson beat the Mets on May 23rd, and the last starting pitcher for the Phillies not named Schilling to win a ball game. Schilling will be pitching tomorrow night at Veterans Stadium against those Expos.
Battling him.
Yeah, he sure is.
Getting a piece of him.
Puts it in play, and Michael Tucker hardly has to move. And will retire the side. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. Smoltz has been perfect through 3. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. It's 0-0.
From Toya Pets to Chia Pets, Toyota's commemorating 40 years of being part of America. And to celebrate, a great selection of Toyota certified used vehicles is now available from participating dealers. Each has undergone a 128-point inspection so thorough, it's covered by a 6-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, extending from the original date of purchase, and a 24-hour roadside assistance program, all backed by Toyota. Toyota certified used vehicles. The best new cars make the best used cars.
Every day there are more and more demands on your time. So you should demand more from your bank. Like the ease of banking by phone. Banking from just about anywhere by PC. Or anytime by ATM. And the convenience of full-service banking 7 days a week at all of our supermarket locations. To find out more, stop by any of our offices or call us at 1-800-MELON24. Mellon, it's where you're going.
If you've been postponing the purchase of a brand new truck, the Dodge Big Summer Clearance plays right into your hands. You see, it's even bigger than you might think. With up to $13.50 off on a Dodge Dakota or up to $11.85 in package value discounts on a Dodge Ram. So hurry to the Dodge Big Summer Clearance. Because if you haven't figured it out already, it's big. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
Phillies baseball is being brought to you in part by Nissan, who reminds you that life is a journey. Enjoy the ride. By Hoover. Nobody gets the dirt like Hoover. Nobody. And by your local Chevrolet Geo dealers. Bottom half of the third inning, Mark Lemke will lead it off, a 0-0 game. Beautiful new Turner Field, and Phillies CEO and President David Montgomery and Phillies Chairman Bill Giles and Joe Giles, Phillies executive, are here taking a gander at this new ballpark. The Phillies, of course, are looking at new stadiums in the hopes of getting one in the near future, and they wanted to take a look at Turner Field. This is a nice ballpark. Mark Lemke hitting at .220. Fair ball down the right field line. That's going to go all the way to the corner. Darren Dalton chases it down. Lemke will get 2 on it. Stand-up double from Mark Lemke. Lemke hasn't been hitting much, but against the Phillies, he always does.
Ripped that, chunked on that first fastball, ripped it right inside the first base bag. Bronya not playing him over there.
Smoltz may or may not be bunting. Smoltz is hitting well this year, a .343 hitter with 3 doubles.
I think they're going to bunt.
He is around to bunt, and he takes a strike.
He's turned into a good hitter, no question about that. I think Bobby Cox wants to, try to get a run here with the bottom of the lineup.
The ball's in a strike to John Smoltz. He does have 3 sacrifices. He's swinging away, and he lofts a foul down the right field side, so he's in the hole, 0-2.
You could almost tell by looking at Bobby Cox's eyes that he had taken that bunt off, because he was, peeking around the field, looking where everybody was playing him. I don't know if he'll bunt him now with 2 strikes.
No, I don't think so. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
He built this Braves organization into what it was today when he was general manager here. Bobby Cox.
Almost hit him. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Smoltz.
Smoltz wasn't looking for that. Spun him around.
Moves the runner up, not with a bunt, but with a ground ball, so Smoltz gets the job done. Got that runner to third base, where with 1 out, it'll bring up the top of the order, Jeff Blauser.
That's pretty good hitting by a pitcher.
Opener number 2 coming up tomorrow night. The Phillies in Montreal. Kurt Schilling pitching that ball game. Plenty of fun, including $1 dog day when all hot dogs are just $1. Fan zone day when all the fun and informative concourse exhibits are free. All that is tomorrow night at the Vet at 7:35. Kurt Schilling against Jim Bullinger. Order your tickets by calling 215-463-1000. When you call that number, be sure to ask about our daily special. slammed it deep left center field, and that ball's off the fence. Lemke scores easily. Blauser into second with a double. And the Braves take a 1-0 lead as Blauser has really hurt Garrett Stevenson this year. He's now 5 for 7 with 2 homers and a double off him.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit here, and he didn't miss it. Pretty good swing off the wall.
Blauser with a 12-game hitting streak now. That matches his career high, and the batter will be Michael Tucker. He fouled out to Scott Rowland his first time up. Popped him up again. Again to Scott Rowland, this time in fair territory, and that's 2 down. Brings up Chipper Jones. Jones singled his first time up. He is the Braves' best hitter with runners in scoring position, hitting .375 with runners in scoring position. This time, though, as Morandini backhands and throws low, but Rico Brogna scoops it, and that will retire the side. The Braves are on the board with a run, 2 hits, no errors. They lead 1. Chris Wheeler joins Rich Ashburn in the 4th inning at the end of 3 innings of play, 1-0 Atlanta.
I can't believe they went with the frogs. Our audition was flawless. We did the look. Huh? We did the tongue thing. That was great.
Frogs sell beer. That's it, man. #1 rule of marketing.
The Budweiser Lizards. We could have been huge.
Hey, there'll be other auditions.
Oh, yeah, for what? This was Budweiser, buddy. This was big. Those frogs are gonna pay.
Let it go, Louie. Let it go.
If you've been waiting to buy a new minivan, the Dodge Big Summer Clearance plays right into your hands. You see, it's even bigger than you might think. With up to $1,000 cash back on Caravan, or pay this low price for our 7-passenger Caravan, making it the lowest price minivan in the industry. So hurry to the Dodge Big Summer Clearance, because if you haven't figured it out already, it's big. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
Coming up on WB17 News at 10, a heat alert remains in effect. We'll tell you when things might ease up. A leading Italian fashion designer is murdered in Miami, and is suspected serial killer Andrew Cunanan to blame. Rankings are issued for the best and worst mayors of all time, and both Ed Rendell and Frank Rizzo are on it. Bill Cosby testifies today at the trial of a woman who claims to be his daughter. We'll have details after the Phillies on WB17 News at 10.
Action poster day at the ballpark, Sunday, July 20th, a 1:35 start against the Pirates. Fun for kids. Kids Appreciation Day, when all fans 14 and under receive a great colorful action poster featuring the hot corner players Rico Brogna and Scott Rowland. Compliments of Boston Market. Call 463-1000 for tickets, and when you call, ask about the daily special. Ruben Amaro leads it off. Here in the top of the 4th, Phillies still haven't had a base runner. And it's a 1-0 Braves lead. Ruben was robbed of a hit his first time up on a nice play by Andrew Jones. There's Galen Cisco and Garrett Stevenson talking it over. For the most part, Stevenson has been throwing strikes.
Well, Ruben Amaro's last 2 at-bats, he's been robbed by Andrew Jones last night and tonight. There's Stevenson now talking to the manager over there about what's been going on. But yeah, at least he's gotten the ball over the plate as opposed to some of the other games we've seen lately.
I don't want to change up. Strikeout number 3 for Schmaltz. And Mickey Morandini will bat. Terry Francona talking to Stevenson. I think they ought to be patting him on the back the way he's pitched so far. Ball 1 to Morandini.
Mickey hit a ball right off Smoltz's foot his first time up, right at Lemke. In fact, the first two batters kind of robbed the hits. There's one.
There's a base hit to left field. Klesko plays it in. There goes a no-hitter.
How about the perfecto?
Yeah, you bet. Runner on first, one out for Darren Dalton.
Smoltz took a no-hitter into the 9th inning at Veterans Stadium at one time. That was one out in the 9th inning, and Lenny Dykstra broke it up.
Dykstra did some pretty good hitting against this club, or has hit them pretty well. That outside pitch that he's been calling a strike all night.
May 27th of 1990 was that game. He wound up going 9 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, 3 walks, and 8 strikeouts eventually, after a no-hitter with 1 out in the 9th.
Left field, Klesko right there. Dalton chased that outside pitch that time. Popped it up. Scott Rowland grounded out his first at bat. He's 0 for 1. Hitting .291. Strike on Rowland. He's throwing first pitch strikes to everybody. Once in a while you see him a little shaky with some of his pitches. He sure looks sharp tonight.
Well, Smoltz is coming off a season that he dominated last year, 276 strikeouts. And the Cy Young Award, you know, which he won going away and deserved. 12 first pitch strikes to the first 13 batters that he faced.
Ball and a strike on Rowland.
Smoltz is basically fastball, slider, split finger, and when he gets ahead in the count, he can be really tough because of the split finger and slider, which are both pitches he throws out of the strike zone, but hitters are going to chase when they're behind in the count.
Fouled off.
Smoltz has that kind of, he's that kind of strikeout pitcher. I mean, he doesn't want that pitch to be a strike when he throws it, when he gets ahead of the hitter. He doesn't want the slider and forkball necessarily be strikes. He wants hitters to chase, and they do.
Morandini at first, 2 outs. Top of the 4th. Quick throw over there, almost wide. Leo Mazzoni, the Braves pitching coach, told me, Wheels, that they have 4 pitchers at Macon that are going to be the next Glavine, Smoltz, Maddox. 2-2 the count.
Well, that's, you know, more power to them, but I think the Mets felt that way a couple years ago about what they had in the minors too, and it doesn't always work out that way.
All 3 of those pitchers they had
got hurt.
Bad arms.
Right.
Popped him up. Tucker coming in from right. That'll retire the side. No runs, a hit, 1 left on. Braves bat in the 4th. They lead 1-0.
In the world of tools, there's only one true craftsman. Craftsman makes anything possible.
Yeah.
How to fit a ton of features into a half-ton truck. The Mazda SE5. The Mazda SE5. Have it all for $11,950. Lease the Mazda SE5 the $159 a month.
The record heat wave in the Delaware Valley has turned deadly, and there are more warnings for tomorrow. Larry?
And the heat pattern may last through Friday.
And the Yankees' new Japanese pitcher throws more heat in the Bronx, but Day gets himself doused. Those stories and the all-time list of best and worst mayors. Frank Rizzo's on it. Details after the film.
Phillies baseball is being brought to you in part by your local Dodge dealers. The more things change, the more things look like the new Dodge. By Pico Energy, focusing our energies on you. And by Brewery Fresh Budweiser, the official beer of Major League Baseball. This Bud's for you. McGriff, the batter. Ground ball right at Roland. And McGriff is out on one pitch.
Griff can't run. You know, we've seen that in these two games. He's nursing a hamstring problem. He just trots down the line. So, I mean, he's trying to evidently battle his way through it. They want him in the lineup, but he can't help him much on the bases, that's for sure.
And Klesko was called out on strikes his first time up. Two on that changeup. Klesko hitting .269. A grand slammer last night. Fly ball. Dalton hardly has to move a little bit. 2 quick outs. 2 outs on 3 pitches. Andrew Jones walked. Only walk given up by Stevenson, and then he was thrown out. The Phillies pitched out on the Braves, and Lieberthal threw Jones out at second. Ball 1 to Andrew Jones. To Morandini. Down go the Braves in order after 4 innings. 1-0 Atlanta.
Here's a look at this week's Mellon PSFS Financial Scoreboard, featuring our best CD rates.
Budweiser withstood the test of time. It has over 120-year heritage. That heritage is there for one simple reason: because of the people behind the brand Budweiser, and most importantly, because quality was never compromised. Beer is like a food, and just like any natural food with no additives and preservatives, fresh food does indeed taste better. A beer is the best it will ever be when it leaves the brewery. You can look exactly at how fresh Budweiser is through our born-on dating system. It tells you when that product was made and how fresh that product is in the marketplace. There's a lot of pride and tradition in the beer business, and that's what we're about. We're about people, about families, and about selling the highest quality beer products in the world.
When it comes to value, only one sport utility wins the race. Chevy Blazer LS 4-door 4x4. Because Blazer is priced over $1,200 less than Pathfinder XE, over $1,900 less than Explorer XLT, and over $2,000 less than 4Runner SR5. And now you can lease a Blazer for just $289 a month for 36 months. Initial payment $19.99. Or buy any Blazer now and get $1,000 cash back. Financial security in an insecure world. Only at your local Chevrolet and Geo dealer.
Here's how they scored. It's only been 1 run in the game so far. Jeff Blauser's RBI double. Knocked in Mark Lemke, and that's been it. Good pitching. 5 pitches by Garrett Stevenson in the 4th inning to retire the Braves.
Fred Jeffries takes a ball low. Flew out deep to right field in his first at bat. Jeffries, Bronya, Lieberthal, the first 3 batters. 2-0. Smoltz hasn't gotten behind many hitters. 3-0. Jeffries will look at a pitch. Strike, 3-1. Foul, pass first, full count. Jeffries will tomahawk that high pitch. It's his long ball pitch if he ever catches up to it. Ryan Klesker right there in left, and Jeffries is out. First out here in the 5th. Rico Bronya flied out to left in his first at bat. Has hit Smoltz well. Rips the ball there into the corner. See Tucker. It looked like he was going to throw the ball for a while. 1-out double. What did Tucker do?
I don't know. It looked like he hurt himself a little bit when he went into the corner, and then he bobbled it, I think. He got to it in a hurry. Here's Rico Bronya. Smokes this ball into the corner. He hooked it down there. Tucker did a great job of getting to it in a hurry, but Bronya's going to go for it all the way. Right there, it wasn't as much as he bobbled as I think he strained something a little bit.
See, he holds on to the ball there.
See right there, something was wrong. Well, he tied his shoe after it was over, but it looked like, you know, he just wasn't ready to throw the ball back in. And he saw he had a double anyway, and then Rico Bronya had the flaps down going into second, so he didn't have to worry about it.
Strike one on Lieberthal, who struck out his first time up. Strike two. Bronya represents the tying run on second, 1 down.
Last year when Smoltz would get 2 strikes on a hitter, he'd throw splitter or slider and get those strikeouts. He just had unbelievable stuff last year, nasty stuff.
Fly ball right field. Michael Tucker.
The Smoltz got an out then as Tucker throws back in. Bronya wasn't going to go anywhere. Smoltz got an out then, but he wasn't happy with it. You could tell by his body language as he went over to third. He threw an 0-2 slider and he hung it. And Lieberthal didn't hit it very well, but he put it into play. And then Tucker has an easy play here. And, you know, it looks kind of an ooh-ah ball because Bronya was faked and going, and then he had to get out of the way of the throw. That's all. But that was not a real good 0-2 pitch from John Smoltz.
Kind of hung it out over the plate.
Yeah, whereas last year, and maybe at times this year, he puts you away when he has 2 strikes.
Kevin Stocker grounded out his first at bat. Bronya's on second, 2 outs. Chased a low pitch. Strike one on Stocker. Including last season, last time the Phillies played the Braves, lost 9 in a row. There's a Mets 3-1 lead over the Pirates on Baerga's 2-run homer. Outside pitch again for strike 2. 1-2 the count. Lemke. And they make the play. No runs, a hit, one left on. Braves bat in the fifth. They lead 1-0.
Why does Bell Atlantic 9X Mobile have the most advanced digital network on the East Coast? So your cell phone will work here. And out here. It's perfectly clear here. In fact, to ensure that you'll have enhanced voice clarity and privacy, we built a digital network of monumental proportions. After all, a cell phone is only as good as the network it's on. Choose Bell Atlantic 9X Mobile.
If you've been waiting to buy a new minivan, the Dodge Big Summer Clearance plays right into your hands. You see, it's even bigger than you might think. With up to $1,000 cash back on Caravan, or pay this low price for our 7-passenger Caravan, making it the lowest price minivan in the industry. So hurry to the Dodge Big Summer Clearance, because if you haven't figured it out already, it's big. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
The Michelin X1 with a 6-year unlimited mileage tread life warranty gives you better wet traction than any rain tire, plus Michelin confidence in most driving conditions. Because you don't just cover a lot of miles, you cover a lot of weather.
Jim Herr doesn't use just any potatoes. But then Jim Herr doesn't make just any potato chip. Make hers yours.
Mad About You. Weeknights 7 and 11 on WB17.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mike Dardis. This is a Mazda Sports Break. At Yankee Stadium, pitcher Hideki Irabu getting roughed up by the Indians. Tony Fernandez, the solo crank here in the third. Irabu gives up 3 homers and 5 runs in 5 innings of work, but Tino Martinez and the Yanks, they still go ahead to win it. Tino, the 3-run homer here, number 31 for him. Yanks take it 12-6. And in Oakland, inflatable bat day, the safe way to go, but Mark McGwire using the real deal. Big Mac, solo dong, first inning, number 32 in the season. A's win it by the final of 8-5. Let's go back out to the game in Atlanta.
Thanks, Mike. Edgar Perez leads it off. Flied out to left his first time up. A lot through the middle of the plate, seems, or the middle of the field, it seems like. Strike one on Eduardo Perez. Dumps one over the infield. Morandini up to it easily.
These guys are both throwing a lot of first pitch strikes tonight. Stevenson 13 to 16 batters, Smoltz 15 to 17. And as a result, this game has a nice pace to it.
Mark Lemke doubled and scored the only run of this game. Back to Bronya. Stevenson covers.
Another first pitch strike.
Really 2 quick outs.
The last inning, as we mentioned, he threw 5 pitches. This inning, what is it, 3? I think 2 to Perez. Yeah, and that's first ball there.
2 to Perez, 1 to Lemke.
That makes Galen Cisco happy for one of the few times in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, you kind of get the impression that Galo's a grump, but he's not.
No, far from it.
Yeah.
Great guy.
Great guy and an upbeat person. Ball 1 to Smoltz. Grounded out his first time up. Did move a runner, though, that counted for that only run. Ball and a strike on Smoltz. Hitting at .340. One of those bad balls called a strike.
Another reason why this game is zipping right along.
If you're going to call everything to throw a strike, it will. 2-2 the count. Hitters don't like that, Wheels.
I'm sure they don't.
There's a swinging bunt. Stevenson Got him.
I don't believe that. I think he was safe.
They called him out. Whatever, Stevenson made a great play. He got the benefit of the call, though, I believe. After 5 innings, Braves lead the Phillies 1-0.
Every day there are more and more demands on your time. So you should demand more from your bank. Like the ease of banking by phone. Banking from just about anywhere by PC. Or anytime by ATM. And the convenience of full-service banking 7 days a week at all of our supermarket locations. To find out more, stop by any of our offices or call us at 1-800-MELON-24. Mellon, it's where you're going.
When I call, I don't want to get bounced around or put on hold.
When that phone rings,
Your name is Mrs. Langley?
it's my call, it's no one else's. And check this problem for you. And it's up to me to get whatever answers you need, no matter what. All the information that I need is easily accessible and at my fingertips. Did you say you're experiencing flickering lights? If I can't find the answer, my coworkers will help me out. I enjoy dealing with people.
Yes, we'll be glad.
Thank you for calling Pico Energy. My name is Demetrius. How may I help you?
Green Acres is the place to be. Farm living is the life for me.
I just adore a penthouse view. Darling, I love you, but give me Park Avenue.
The chores.
The stores.
Fresh air.
Times Square.
Get 4A financing on Ford Explorer at your Quality Plus Ford dealer.
Here's a play that ended the inning. A little swinging bunt by Smoltz, and he does beat it. It appeared that he did. And you see right there his foot hits the bag, and the ball is quite a bit from Rico Bronya. So the Phillies catch a call on that one as the first base umpire, Charlie Williams, erred on it. Smoltz jumps up right away because he knows he's safe. Look at Bobby Cox. Oh, no, you can't. No, Charlie. He beat that. You know he beat that.
Bobby has a bad leg, too. He didn't go out there too fast.
He got both his knees replaced a couple years ago, so he's moving around pretty good now.
Garrett Stevenson leads it off. Flight out is only at bat. Stevenson, Amaro, Morandini, the first 3 batters here in the 6th.
Stevenson did a heck of a job last time. I fouled off 3 or 4 pitches off this guy.
Ball and a strike on Stevenson. Hitting 167.
Yeah, well, he's not a good hitter. And they've had him positioned perfectly because he swings late on everything, and McGriff was right on the line like it was a 9th inning.
Quick out there. McGriff unassisted.
Stevenson has thrown 13 pitches in the last 2 innings, 5 and 8.
1 down for Ruben Amaro, who has robbed of a base hit his first time up and then struck out. 0 for 2. John Smoltz has given up 1 hit, a single by Morandini in the 4th inning. He's hit pretty well.
He didn't catch one.
There's a base hit. Unbelievable.
He didn't catch it. Thought he'd catch everything. And it's Amaro again, too. I guarantee you Ruben Amaro thinks he catches everything. The only reason he didn't catch this is he was playing in left center and the ball was hit to right center, but he did block it. And he kept it right near him, did Andrew Jones. With that cannon that he has, Amaro had to throw on the brakes quickly. Look how fast he gets on that, too.
Had that ball gotten by him, Ruben would have probably wound up with a triple. Here's Morandini.
And when he dove, when Andrew Jones dove, it just kicked off the heel of his glove enough a little bit to slow it down.
Hickey hitting at 302. Ball 1. Smoltz hasn't walked the batter. Struck out 3 along the way. And ball 2.
See Smoltz trying to stay away from Morandini. Mickey's an opposite field hitter anyway. But especially in this situation, Smoltz does not want to speed up his bat or get the ball middle in where he might pull a ball in the hole, give the Phillies a first, a third, and a one-run ball game.
Romero back, not taking much of a lead.
Amaro runs pretty well. So, you know, he's the kind of guy, if you get a ball to the outfield, you have a chance to first and third him.
Oh, ball 3.
He wants John Vukovich, to go through the sign, see whether or not he got a green light there or not.
I doubt it.
I would too.
Ball 4. 4 straight pitches. His first walk. Morandini got first hit. Now he has the first walk, and the Phillies have first and second, 1 out. Superstars T-shirt day, Sunday, August 3rd, a 1:35 start against the Cardinals. Terrific T-shirt featuring several of the superstars of Major League Baseball in a colorful design. Free for fans 14 and under. Compliments of Pico Energy. Great gift item for kids. Here's Dalton batting. St. Louis Cardinals are in. Call 463-1000 for tickets. Inquire about the daily special or purchase tickets at the Vet Stadium ticket office. Ball 1 to Dalton. Dalton struck out his first time at bat. Going inside, ball 2. All of a sudden, Smoltz is dropping behind the hitter now and again. Two and 0 to Dalton. Field, Andrew Jones back, can't get it over his head. 1 run is going to score. 2 runs are going to score or try to score. Dalton in the second with a double. 2 runs batted in. The Phillies lead 2-1. But still only 1 out. Dalton really ripped that ball over Andrew Jones's head, and you don't do that very often.
It was great base running by Morandini too. Dutch gets ahead 2-0. You get ahead 2-0, you got a chance. And the ball bounced off Andrew Jones's bare hand there. Morandini read that well, that it was over his head, and gave Vukovich a chance to score him. Overthrew the first cutoff man, and Lemke, trying to beat Dalton back to the bag, couldn't do it. So good base running helped get that second run.
Phillies lead 2-1. Scott Rowland, the batter, is 0 for 2. Grounded out, flied out. Right field deep.
It's fair.
Fair ball. Fair ball. Dalton's going to score easily. Scott Rowland fell down, rounding second. Well, that couldn't have been fair by much.
No, about a foot.
It's a 3-1 Phillies lead.
Kind of amazing that it didn't bounce out of play, too. Here it is. It's a fastball, kind of ran back over the plate to Scott Rowland. Hits it down the line. You see Tucker in full flight. And watch where it hits. About 6 inches inside that line. But it stayed in play. I think it jumped up and hit the pole. That's what kept it in play. Now, Rowland, looking for John Vukovich, makes a big turn around second, and then holds on when Vukovich held him up.
He gets an RBI. The Phils lead 3-1. Still only 1 out for Greg Jeffries, who's 0 for 2. Foul ball. How about that? With 1 out, single walk, double.
That should get you some runs.
Nobody's been thrown out on the bases yet. 1-1 the count. That's why they play these games, Wheels.
It's correct.
On paper, this didn't look like a great matchup. Outside again.
Smoltz does not have command in this inning. I mean, you know, the pitch to Rowland ran over the plate. He went 2-0, and Dalton smoked the ball to center field. He walked Morandini. So this has been an inning where it happens to the best of them. Every once in a while, you catch an inning where you just can't throw the ball where you want to, and he can't in this inning.
2-2 on Jeffries. Right field, Tucker back. Nice catch by Michael Tucker. That ball was probably would have hit the fence if Tucker hadn't caught it.
He made a pretty good play on it. Tucker's just an average outfielder. He was a second baseman for a long time in the Kansas City organization. They made him into an outfielder because of his bat and the fact that he was just average as a middle infielder. So he made a pretty good running play on that. Rolling with one out, had gone halfway and did not tag. Now they're going to walk Brony to get the Lieberthal.
Intentional walk to Rico Brogna. Second walk by Smoltz.
I think what you're seeing with John Smoltz tonight and maybe most of this year is he does not have the overpowering strikeout pitches that he had last year. As a result, when he gets behind, he's not putting hitters away that he could before. And he has to make pitches that are more perfect. And he hasn't been able to do it in this inning especially.
So Lieberthal will come to bat with 2 outs and 2 on. Lieberthal has struck out and flied out to right field. Expos Bucks coming into Veterans Stadium. The Expos will be in for 2 games. Wednesday, July 16th, 7:35 start tomorrow night. The season opener, part 2, double dollar dog day.
Ball's out of here.
And Lieberthal just smoked a 2-run homer. Thanks, Wheel.
You're welcome. I mean, he killed that thing. I don't want you to miss it.
Wish I'd have seen it.
There's Leo Mazzoni thinking, wow, this is one of my best, and look what's happening. So once again, the Phillies catch a big lead. And we shall see what happens.
That's a 5-1 lead now on Lieberthal's 2-run home run. His 13th homer, his 36th, 37th runs batted in.
It's a 3-run homer.
Excuse me, 3-run homer.
Yeah, so now they have a 5-run lead, a 6-1 lead, a hanging slider from Smoltz. Look at Smoltz's reaction. That was a great shot from behind the plate. Smoltz's reaction when that ball was hit. Watch him berate himself. He knew exactly what had happened.
At the crack of the bat, he knew it.
Yeah.
There's Kevin Stocker. Nobody on base.
And that, of course, is an intentional walk that backfires, but you know, you can't blame him for playing the percentages there. As I mentioned earlier, he does not have the overpowering slider and split finger that he had last year. And so he hung one that time, and Lieberthal gave it a long ride.
Phillies have batted around. Strike 1 on Stocker, and strike 2. Garrett Stevenson made the first out leading off, and the Phillies really went to work. All that Jeffries made an out on. That'll retire the side, but the Phillies pick up 6 runs on 1, 2, 3, 4 hits, and nobody left on. Braves bat in the 6th. Phillies lead 6-1.
There's one luxury car that's not a cliche.
What is it?
La Millennia by Mazda. An icon of style. An oasis of comfort. An exhibition of grace. Very refined. Very personal. Millennia. Your private label luxury car. Lease for $329.
In the world of tools, there's only one true craftsman. Craftsman makes anything possible.
Yeah.
Phillies baseball is being brought to you in part by your Quality Plus Ford dealers, who invite you to test drive Ford's all-new Expedition, and by Bell Atlantic 9X Mobile, who has the largest network on the East Coast, because your calls must get through. Braves bat here in the bottom of the 6th, top of their order. Phillies with a 6-run 6th inning. Key hits in that inning. Of course, Lieberthal's 3-run homer. Dalton's double.
Key inning right here. When you get a lead like this, to have your pitcher come out and put them away.
Blauser's knocked in the only Braves run. For 2 with a double. Yeah, you don't want him to.
Well, you want to take the momentum away. I mean, you get the momentum, and it's happened to Phillies so many times. Now, here comes Rico Brogni, who's obviously thinking the same thing. Come into Garrett Stevenson. Let's go. Well, we got a 5-run lead. We know it's happened in this ballpark. The last 2 games we played here. Let's not let it happen again.
Give it away.
Right. Make them earn it, at least.
Ball 3. Those pitches are at least close. But they're balls. Ball 4. 4 straight pitches.
Yeah, and he only threw 8 pitches last inning, 5 in the 4th and 9 in the 3rd. So the Braves taking a little more cautious approach starting off this inning, and made him waiting for him to at least throw a strike was Blauser, and he never did. Rico Brogni tried to settle the situation down.
Michael Tucker 0 for 2 twice has popped out to Roland. There's a strike.
It's a nice approach the Braves had in this inning. Give them credit for that. I mean, they come out 5 runs down, and they don't swing to at least throw strike 1. It's pretty good for a team that just stumps you.
Blauser back. Be a double play. There's one. Can get the ball out. There's the double play.
There's what happens when you throw the ball over the plate. A lot of good things can happen too. Dead double play ball right at Morandini, and even with the hesitation by Stocker, was hit so hard and right at him, they still made it easy. Right at Mickey Morandini. Stocker doesn't quite get it the first time.
Didn't need to.
Didn't need to, exactly, because it was hit so hard.
2 outs, nobody on. Chipper Jones is 1 for 2 with a single. Fouls one off. Garrett Stevenson has outpitched John Smoltz. Strike 2. Into the crowd. Two strikes on Chipper Jones.
There's John Smoltz. Got nailed with a 6-run inning.
Missed low. Struck him out on the breaking ball. That'll retire the side. Second strikeout for Stevenson as the Braves. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. Harry Kellis joins Wheels in the 7th after 6-1 Phillies.
With a Magnum engine here and spacious interior there, Dodge Ram van is all work. Add a seat here, a TV VCR there, wood trim, custom audio, and what was once all work becomes all play. The Dodge Ram conversion van. Add cash back here, plus packet values there, and you can get up to $3,200 off, making the Dodge Ram conversion van a superior choice, here and there. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
When your mother told you to lease a Honda Accord, she was thinking of its value, practicality, and roominess. She didn't know what a kick it was to drive. Now you can lease an Accord LX for $239 a month for 24 months with an $1,150 down payment.
Scotty, you know, the fans in this town really like it when you get dirty. So if you haven't slid on your first at bat, you got to come up here and take care of it yourself. You got to put a little dirt on here. Got to mix it in. Then, Scotty, you got to put a little tobacco juice on here. But I don't chew, Mick. Little chalk. I think I'll try the natural way.
I hate it when they show these young guys the ropes.
Oh, great prices.
If you like bargains, check out 10321.
10321 saves me 50% on all calls over 20 minutes.
I can call Canada for 9 cents a minute.
I didn't even have to sign up.
10321. Dial it to save.
After 6 innings of play, it's the Phillies 6, the Braves 1. After the game, get the most news in 30 minutes. It's WB News at 10 right here on WB 17. Here comes Garrett Stevenson leading it off again. This was a good luck charm for the Phillies last inning. For play-by-play, here's Harry.
All right, thanks, Wheels. And it appeared that between innings there was some discussion as to Garrett took a long time to get up to the batter's box and whether he was going to indeed stay in the game with a 6-1 lead.
I think he was changing his shirt.
But and there he's talking to Terry Francona, and he wants to stay in the ball game, obviously, because he is hitting.
Yeah, he's staying in that game. And then there was a delay because he had to change his shirt, and that's what they were telling the home plate umpire, Angel Hernandez, who was hustling him out there.
Garrett Stevenson has been able to get his bat on the ball both times up. He has flied out to right and grounded out against John Smoltz here.
I don't think there's any way that Francona wants to get the bullpen up. Plus, his pitch count is really low.
Well, and he'd used setup man Jerry Spradlin last night for 2 innings. So Spradlin, you know, he probably could come back, but you hate to bring him back again for 2 innings. Stevenson goes down swinging, 5 strikeouts for John Smoltz, and it'll bring up Ruben Amaro, who started that 6-run 6th inning with a 1-out base hit on a ball that Andrew Jones didn't catch. About the only ball in this series he didn't, because it was uncatchable.
Yeah.
If it was catchable, he would have caught it.
Right. He was way over in left center. He just couldn't get there, and it wasn't high enough.
1 ball and no strikes to Amaro. Tried to bunt his way on. 1-1 the count to Ruben. (6-1) Phillies here in the 7th inning. Slider missed it. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Two and 2 the count to Ruben Amaro. Goes home tomorrow night against Montreal. Kurt Schilling will have the ball for the Phillies. Jim Bullinger for Montreal. In the air to center field deep, but Andrew Jones has it lined up, makes the catch at the warning track.
Kurt Schilling tonight is home watching this ballgame, resting up for tomorrow night.
The man show.
Taking it in, right. And, you know, that was a good idea to send him home today. Let him come on, get home, sit, watch the ball game tonight, be ready to go tomorrow night.
One expo we will not see tomorrow night. Carlos Perez against Matt Beach on Thursday. One expo we will not see tomorrow night. Lee Arthur Smith.
What happened?
The all-time saves leader in the major leagues has announced his retirement tonight. Yeah.
Wow. Did not know that.
I miss him.
Yeah, he was fun to watch.
Just see that big guy ambling in out of the bullpen.
He was a personality.
You got used to that sight, yeah.
He did nothing fast except when the ball left his hand.
1-2 the count to Morandini, who was grounded out, singled, and walked.
And also that Vladimir Guerrero's on the DL for the 3rd time this year and has not played against the Phillies this season. We saw him last year in September, but not this year.
Montreal is leading 1-0 at Florida in the 7th inning behind Dustin Hermanson tonight. Two and two to Mickey Morandini with 2 outs and no base runners. Check-use swing, pitch just missed inside. It's a full count.
Smoltz trying to come inside here with a fastball and you know, just a little bit off the corner. This guy's had a pretty big play tonight, not on that pitch.
Line drive, fair ball down the right field line, going to the corner. Mickey Morandini on his way to second. He's going to try for third. The relay throw will not be in time. A triple for Morandini. His 2nd triple of the year.
Yeah, he did that on his own too. As Mickey was going into second, you know, a lot of times they'll go into second and look for the 3rd base coach. That as he went into second, it's a long way out there, and he could see that Tucker had not gotten to this ball yet, and he knew he could make it to third easily. Smoltz looked like he tried to come inside one time too many, and this time he hooks it down the line.
Lemke must have hurt himself on the relay throw. Michael Tucker fielding the ball out of the corner, got it to the cutoff man Lemke, and Lemke evidently is injured. Didn't make a very strong throw. And the trainer for the Braves is out looking at Mark Lemke, as is Bobby Cox.
They're looking at his right hand. He just said, let me take a couple throws. Something's wrong with the finger.
Yeah. Maybe in receiving that throw from Michael Tucker, he jammed his finger. He didn't have much on the throw to third. He didn't have much of a chance anyhow on Morandini. Lemke will stay in the game, and the batter will be Darren Dalton. He has struck out, flied out, and hit a 2-run double.
I think he's got to go to that old Jay Johnstone school. When you have a lot of doubles, you might go for the league leading doubles. There's 2 outs. Stop at second.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, you don't stretch those into triples.
Mickey was second in the league in doubles coming into play with 28. Yeah. Ground ball to Fred McGriff, and this is going to retire the side. Phil's no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. Stretch time at Turner Field. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Phillies on top, 6-1.
Baby Blueprints from Independence Blue Cross is a maternity program designed to assist mothers and identify risk factors early in pregnancy.
I had a difficult last pregnancy, and Kate at Baby Blueprints, she was great. She arranged everything, and she was very comforting to talk to on the phone.
Managing high-risk pregnancies is a very challenging job, but it's really worth it in the end.
Baby Blueprints from Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield. Another reason you can lean on us.
Small cars used to drive like this. Then a big change came along. The all-new 97 Ford Escort. It's got a bigger engine with more horsepower than Civic. A sport suspension you can't get on Cavalier. Plus, big car room and a 4-speed automatic Neon doesn't even offer. Now get Escort with $1,000 cash back or 2.9 financing. That's $1,000 cash back or finance for 2.9% for 48 months. And own what's new. Ford Escort, only from your Quality Plus Ford dealer.
Hi, this is Dick Vermeil with a message of thanks from Independence Blue Cross to our 2.5 million plus members. Recently, we reached the highest number of members in our 59-year history. So thanks to all of you for your trust and for leaning on us.
Coming up on WB17 News at 10, the heat makes for unhealthful air in the Delaware Valley, and it looks like we'll all have to endure it through the end of the week. Celebrities are mourning the murder of Italian fashion designer Gianni Versace. The FBI suspects accused serial killer Andrew Cunanan may be to blame. And a child allegedly assaulted by Guillermo Barrero gives emotional testimony today on how she was taken from her Kensington home and attacked. We'll have details after the Phillies on WB 17 News at 10.
(6-1) Phillies lead, bottom of the 7th. Fred McGriff will lead it off. He is flied to center and grounded out. There's it back and out of play. No balls and a strike to the Crime Dog. Shot, but taken by Stocker on 1 out. McGriff is retired, 1 down. We'll bring on Ryan Klesko. And this is what the Phillies really needed. The guy not named Schilling, giving the Phils a quality start. That's what Garrett Stevenson has done here tonight.
Amazing what strike one will do for you, too.
Yeah. And Stevenson, to his credit, this is a team that has really roughed him up this year. His ERA against Atlanta was over 12, and he's come back and pitched a fine ball game here against the Braves tonight.
Well, he has a great changeup, you know, which is his best pitch. You could just see him throw one there to Klesko, and that rip he took at. He set the Braves down in one of those starts in order in the first 3 innings, and then they killed him in the 4th inning. Tonight, he stayed consistent against them.
Ground ball in the hole. Base hit for Ryan Klesko. Just the 4th hit given up by Garrett Stevenson. Didn't hit it all that hard, but hit it in the right spot, and the batter will be Andrew Jones.
Well, after the first pitch changeup, he got a fastball in on him a little bit, and he jammed him. And he just rolled it into the outfield. Here's your Chevrolet game summary. John Smoltz, 1 bad inning in this one, and the Phillies really made him pay with a 6-run inning. Most runs allowed since the 20th of April. Garrett Stevenson, to this point, has done a great job. His last win, the last starter other than Curt Schilling to win a game. Mike Lieberthal, with his 13th of the year, another 3-run home run, keyed that 6th inning.
Andrew Jones has walked and grounded out. Ball and no strikes to Andrew Jones. Look out. Deep left field. Jeffries makes the grab in front of the fence for out number 2. Jones gave it a good ride, but Greg Jeffries pulls it in.
Got it off the end of the bat, and that's the only thing that keeps this ball in the ballpark. Watch, he pulls off here a little bit to change up, and he got it off the end of the bat, and because he was out front a little bit, and that's what kept it in.
And it'll bring on Eddie Perez. Eddie's flied out and popped up. Keith Lockhart has moved into the on-deck circle. The bat for Mark Lemke.
Yeah, so it would appear that hand is bothering him.
The ball's and a strike to Eddie Perez. Missed a little bit high, 1-1. Chad Fox, a right-hander, gets up in Atlanta's bullpen. Chased a high pitch, did Eddie Perez. 1 ball and 2 strikes to him.
These guys, when they see a fastball from Stevenson, really jump at it because he throws so much off-speed stuff. So here's a high fastball, and you see Eddie Perez, he really wants it.
One and 2 to Eddie Perez. Popped him up. In the infield, Mickey Morandini. Puts it away, and that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We move to the 8th inning. Phillies lead 6-1.
Every day there are more and more demands on your time. So you should demand more from your bank. Like the ease of banking by phone. Banking from just about anywhere by PC. Or anytime by ATM. And the convenience of full-service banking 7 days a week at all of our supermarket locations. To find out more, stop by any of our offices or call us at 1-800-MELON24. Melon, it's where you're going.
Hey, check out this baby, huh?
Ooh, making me hungry. Hey, do you mind if I make a long-distance call?
Yeah, go ahead. Just dial 10321 first.
10321.
We dial it and save money over AT&T on every call in the U.S.
Really?
And half off every call over 20 minutes.
What about monthly fees?
There aren't any. You just dial 10321, then 1 the area code and the number.
Last month I used it on every call and saved a lot of money.
Really?
Yep.
Maybe they taste better than they look.
10321 made a better impression than my cooking.
Business Person Special, sponsored by Mellon PSFS. Monday, July 21st, 105. The Phillies, the Pirates, the fun, the sun. Great seat locations starting at just $5. Call 463-1000.
Nobody does it like you.
For high traffic areas, there's the deep cleaning power of the Hoover Steam Vac Deluxe with 5-brush agitator.
Nobody does it like you.
Phillies baseball is being brought to you in part by your local Toyota dealers. Toyota, I love what you do for me. By the Pennsylvania Lottery. Lottery proceeds benefit older Pennsylvanians. And by Brewery Fresh Budweiser, the official beer of Major League Baseball. This Bud's for you. Scott Rowland, first ball swinging, lost a fly ball to Michael Tucker in right field. And Rowland's out on 1 pitch here in the 8th. We'll bring up Greg Jeffries, who's hit it hard 3 times. He's 0 for 3 to show for it. This Saturday, the Phils take on the Pirates at 1:15. All youngsters 14 and under following the game will get a chance to circle the bases at Veterans Stadium. Youngsters 14 and under can run the bases Saturday after the game with the Pirates at 1:15. Order your tickets by calling 215-463-1000. When you call that number, ask about our daily special. Jeffries is flied to deep right, lined out to left, and lined out to deep right. This one won't be caught. He rips the ball into the right field corner. Jeffries has himself a double. Phillies' 8th hit off John Smoltz.
Phillies with a lot of extra base hits all of a sudden. And a couple doubles now into that right field corner, 3 of them.
6 of the Phillies' 8 hits off Smoltz have been extra base hits.
There he is. He tried to get inside again. That ball was down and into Jeffries. And Michael Tucker with no trouble gets it back into the new second baseman, Graffinino.
Tony Graffinino has come in for Mark Lemke, who injured his fingers. Ambronia fouls it back and out of play. 1 strike to Rico Bronya.
Some talk around here that Graffinino might be here next year as their second baseman. We'll see. I mean, Lemke's been here a long time, but there could be some changes coming in Atlanta.
No balls and 2 strikes to Rico Bronya.
The Braves can't keep everybody.
Ground ball, nice grab by Smoltz, and he throws out Bronya for out number 2.
Good base running by Jeffries, too. That's a ball where you get hung up a lot of times because you don't expect the pitcher to make this kind of play. Great play by Smoltz, right in the webbing of the glove. And he takes a quick look back there to see if he has the runner held up. Jeffries did not go and remains in scoring position.
Greg Maddux sitting in the dugout. All he's won is 7 gold gloves fielding his position. 1 strike to Mike Lieberthal, who has hit a 3-run home run in 3 at-bats. Jeffries at second with 2 outs. Balls it out of play. No balls and 2 strikes to Lieberthal.
Home run had to feel good to Lieberthal, because they walked Brony to get to him. It was a good percentage play on the part of the Braves to try and prevent it from becoming a big inning with a home run from Brony. It just turned out Smoltz on the slider, and he smoked it.
No balls and 2 strikes. Line drive, sinking fast in center, base hit. Rounding third, Jeffries. Throw to the plate. He'll be safe there. Lieberthal moves up to second. Phillies lead it 7-1 as Lieberthal has knocked in 4 runs in tonight's game.
Yeah, that's another example why you see Jeffries getting congratulations. That was a good base running play that he made. Make sure he didn't get caught off second base with that play by Smoltz, and now he can score. And look at this arm on Andrew Jones. He comes in, he can't get it. He takes it on 1 hop, and the throw is a little offline, but what a tracer this is. This guy can really play. And the throw was offline, and that's why he was able to beat it. If that throw's online, he might have him.
Yeah, probably does. Kevin Stocker is 0 for 3. Line drive to center field, and Jones will get that one. Oh, he dropped it. Andrew Jones dropped the ball for a 2-base error. Lieberthal scores. Phillies lead it by a score of 8-1. Just kind of glided to that ball and might have nonchalanted it a little bit.
That's exactly what he did. I mean, he catches almost everything one-handed, and he did nonchalant that one. There's no doubt about it, and he just misses it. So we have seen him become human tonight.
Yeah. Garrett Stevenson has flied out, grounded out, and struck out. 1 strike to him.
You hit a ball like that to him, you're in the middle of doing the totals. That's an automatic.
Yeah. Ground ball hit sharply, but Graffinino has it and throws out Stevenson. That will retire the side, but the Phils add 2 more here in the 8th. 1 earned, 1 unearned. 2 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left. We move to the bottom of the 8th. Phil's lead 8-1.
The automotive world has got a new point of reference for quality and value. Ford Taurus, America's best-selling car for the 5th straight year. It's got more horsepower than Camry or Accord. 13 standard features you can't even get on Chevy Lumina. And not even Dodge Intrepid has more room. What does it all mean? We'll get right to the point. There's more to afford. Get low 4.8% APR financing for 48 months or $1,500 cash back on Ford Taurus. Only from your Quality Plus Ford dealer.
Go, Rico, go!
Come on, Rico, win! Win, Rico, win! Faster, faster.
Well, hit it deep right out of here. Grand slam home run, Rico Broglia.
Good evening. I'm Steve Highsmith. In the news at this hour, record high temperatures bring record electrical use, and Larry says it isn't over. Larry.
That's right, Steve. More heat, but maybe some isolated thunderstorms.
And the A's Mark McGwire continues his assault on Roger Maris's home run record. Those stories, and we'll show you how an elephant keeps cool after the Phillies on WB 17.
Hi again, everybody. I'm Mike Dardis. This is a Mazda Sports Break. Major League Baseball's career saves leader is hanging it up. 39-year-old Lee Smith abruptly leaves the Expos today. He later announces his retirement. He has 478 saves in 17 years of service. Hockey news, former Flyers head coach Terry Murray could be shuffling off to Buffalo. He is being considered for the same gig with the Sabres. NHL Coach of the Year Ted Nolan left Buffalo after a contract squabble. Let's go back to Atlanta for the finish. Here's Harry and Wheels. Guys, take it away.
All right, thanks, Mike. It's 8-1, Phil's lead. We're in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Superb job turned in by Garrett Stevenson.
Yeah, as he begins the 8th inning, he's thrown 74 pitches. That's amazing.
How many did Tyler throw last night in 5 innings? 119?
Oh, yeah, it was almost 120. Yeah, right, 119. I think that's what it was.
I think it was.
In 5 innings.
On the Toyota National League scoreboard, Houston got a 3-run home run from Bill Spires in the 9th inning off Mel Rojas to beat the Cubs. Dodgers win 6-5 behind John Ho Park. Montreal behind Dustin Hermanson leading Florida 3-0 in the 7th. Cardinals 7-2 over Cincinnati. That's in the 6th. Alan Bennis in that one. And the Mets lead the Pirates 3-1 in the 7th. San Francisco at San Diego will be later. Tony Graffanino will lead off for the Braves. Graffanino batting for the first time. He came in for Mark Lemke. Curveball misses for a ball. Graffanino is hitting at .292. 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. Both of his homers have come against the Phils. Homered off Matt Beach and off Ron Blazer. 1 ball and 1 strike. Keith Lockhart has moved into the on-deck circle to bat for John Smoltz. And then it'll be the top of the order, Jeff Blauser. Good changeup. Had him well out in front of it. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Just missed inside. 2-2. Just about where he wanted to put the pitch, but didn't get the call. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Graffanino. Goes on top 8-1 here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Fouls this one out of play.
His outs are about evenly divided too, Harry, between fly balls and ground balls. So, you know, it's been a really good performance for him tonight, and he's been getting ahead of so many hitters.
Three balls and 2 strikes to Tony Graffanino. It's very high with a curveball. It's a full count.
This is a part of the lineup now. Even though you have a pinch hitter coming up, you want to get at the bottom part of this lineup and don't get into situations where their big guys can get you a lot of men on base.
Line drive left field. Jeffries makes the catch. Well hit by Graffanino, caught by Jeffries. 1 down here in the 8th.
Right, well hit, but throw a strike, 3-2, and take your chances. And he hit it hard, but right at somebody.
This Monday, business person special number 3 at 105 against the Pirates. Compliments of Mellon PSFS. Take the afternoon off. Enjoy the Phillies and the Buccos at Veterans Stadium on Monday at 105. Order your tickets by calling 215-463-1000. When you call that number, be sure to inquire about the daily special. Keith Lockhart pinch hitting here. Smothers a ground ball to Bronya. Bronya to Stevenson covering. 2 quick outs for Garrett Stevenson here in the 8th inning.
The way he lunged at that, too, it looked like he got another out on a changeup. I mean, most pinch hitters want to hit a fastball because they aren't going to get too many pitches to hit. It's tough to come off the bench, so they look fastball. Let's see what happens here. Now it's a curveball. That was a curveball, and you could see him jump at it and hit it off the end of the bat.
Jeff Blauser is flied out, doubled in the only Brave run, and walked. 1 strike to Blauser. Two quick strikes to Jeff Blauser.
He's thrown some good fastballs into hitters tonight, too, which has really helped set up his curveball and changeup. That's a good fastball in. Coming back in there again.
Ooh.
What was that?
Ooh.
I think he missed that one.
I do too. I mean, it was right where he wanted to throw that pitch.
This is strike. I mean, well, I'm not going to see it there, but that looked like it was strike 3.
Fly ball center field, backtracking Ruben Amaro. He's there. A 1-2-3 inning for Garrett Stevenson in the 8th. No runs, hits, errors, and none left. We move to the 9th inning. Phillies lead it 8-1.
Here's what people are saying about the new smash hit, $1,000 a week for life, too.
Beyond belief. It was great.
Really wonderful. You like
Wait.
the first one. This one's great.
She was grabbing hold of me the whole time.
I laughed. I cried. I won.
Hey, 3 games on 1 ticket. That's what I call using your head for thrift.
8 ways to win.
Next time, I'm bringing my wife.
It's the feel-good hit of the year.
$1,000 a week for life, too. The sequel that's better than the original. Don't miss Red Hot 7s. Also playing at a retailer near you. Play this instant.
It's coming. It's coming to make your home more comfortable, to make your business run better, to help you communicate. It's coming to show how a new kind of power company can offer a lot more than power. Connective. You've never seen such energy.
How to fit a ton of features into a half-ton truck. The Mazda SE5. The Mazda SE5. Have it all for $11,950. Lease the Mazda SE5 for $159 a month.
After 8 innings of play, the Phils 8, Atlanta 1. Wednesday at 9:30, Marlon is mega bitten by love when he falls for a woman he met over the internet on the Wayans Brothers, only on WB 17. Rafael Belliard comes into play shortstop. And a new pitcher is one of the young hurlers they just called up from Richmond, Chad Fox. Chad Fox pitched in 1 game against the Mets. 2 innings, 1 hit, no runs, 1 strikeout, and no walks. He's on here in the 9th inning, facing the top of the Phillies order. Chad Fox is 6'3", 175. He's a 26-year-old out of Houston, Texas. They got him from Cincinnati in the Mike Kelly deal, the deal that sent Mike Kelly, a former #1 pick of Atlanta, over to the Reds. 1 strike to Ruben Amaro. Stayed in spring training. He had an extended spring following arm problems. Pitched 13 games at Richmond, was 1-0 with a 3.70 ERA. 1 ball and 1 strike to Ruben Amaro, who's flied out, struck out, singled, and flied to deep center. Two and 1 to Amaro. 3 balls and a strike. So John Smoltz, who had not lost to the Phillies since June of '95, leaves the game after giving up 8 runs, 7 of them earned in his 8 innings of work.
Yeah, and this game is far from over, but you would like to think that they're grand slammed out against the Phillies.
3 of their 8 have been hit against the Phillies.
Yeah, well, we've seen a lot of them lately.
Yeah.
You hope they are anyway.
I think this game is over, please.
Okay.
3-2 the count to Amaro. Swing and a drive to deep center field. Andrew Jones back. Makes the catch right against the center field fence. Ruben Amaro has flirted twice in a row now with center field homers, only to be denied 1 down.
And Andrew Jones just keeps picking him. I mean, he got him once last night, once early today, and now here he goes back up against the wall, leaps and grabs it. Wasn't going to go out, but it had a chance to hit off the wall if he hadn't gotten there.
Mickey Morandini's had a good ball game. Grounded sharply off the leg of John Smoltz his first time up, then singled, walked, and tripled. 1 ball and 1 strike to Morandini. Breaking ball a little bit high. It's 2-1. Phillies leading an 8-1 here in the 9th inning. Foul down the left field side. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Mickey Morandini. Off the glove of Graffinino, another hit for Mickey, his 3rd hit of the ball game. So Morandini is a 1-out base runner for Darren Dalton. Dutchess struck out, flied out, doubled, and grounded out.
Graffinino to his right and off his glove for a base hit for Morandini, who's Harry mentioned earlier in the game got robbed when that ball hit off Smoltz, and Karen Ray Lemke was a second baseman at that time. So Mickey's hit it hard tonight.
Dutch one hit. It was a big one. Gave the Phillies a 2-1 lead in the 6th inning, a 2-run double.
Yeah, he kind of had 2-0 in the count with 2 on and down by a run, and he raked one to center field, and that really got everybody loosened up a little bit tonight, it looked like.
2 balls and no strikes to Darren Dalton. Two and one. $39,494, the paid attendance here tonight. Phillies have kind of silenced them with that 6-run 6th inning. That one jars Eddie Perez. Baja Beach Club near the hotel has been closed. I understand that the management found out that Tom Carrane of the Norristown Times Herald was not making the trip. So
You're bad.
So they closed it.
You really are. Yeah, and I noticed that baby's been closed. He's really going to appreciate that.
Full count to Darren Dalton. Foul out of play. Three and two it holds to Darren Dalton.
Also, some of the people from the Phillies front office did not make this trip, so that hurt their revenue.
Yeah, that's true. Foul back and out of play. Still 3 and 2.
And one person specifically in mind.
And that would be?
That's Sharon Snyder.
Sharon Snyder, Karen Nocella.
Right. They were big in there.
Christine. In the air to left center field. Ryan Klesko calls and puts it away for out number 2. But in attendance tonight, Phillies have had a great ball game today. The new CEO and president David Montgomery, chairman of the Phillies Bill Giles, and executive Bill's son Joe are all here. So if the Phillies hang on to this A1 lead, they might have to start taking road trips, all of them, all the time.
They won't.
This has been as good a game as the Phillies have had in a long time.
Yeah, really. I mean, they show up and we get one of these, right?
One ball and no strike. They got to be going back to the hotel or going back to Philadelphia saying, what's with this ball club? It's a good-looking team out there.
Why do those announcers look so beat up?
1-1 the count to Scott Rowland.
They were here checking out the TED tonight, checking out this beautiful ballpark.
That is a great yard.
Got a tour from Stan Kasten of the Braves.
It is a great ballpark. And you know, I think it's also a more fair ballpark. I think you have to hit the ball to get a home run here, unlike Fulton County Stadium where the ball just jumped out.
For some of the other new stadiums.
Yeah. It hasn't hurt the Braves all that much. They are second in the league in homers, behind only Colorado. And everybody's behind that Colorado. John Scherholz, general manager of this ball club, he does an outstanding job.
These Rockies are coming in here tomorrow night.
Rolling on the ground to Chipper Jones, the Graffinino, and that will retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Phils lead it 8-1.
If you've been postponing the purchase of a brand new truck, the Dodge Big Summer Clearance plays right into your hands. You see, it's even bigger than you might think. With up to $13.50 off on a Dodge Dakota or up to $11.85 in package value discounts on a Dodge Ram. So hurry to the Dodge Big Summer Clearance. Because if you haven't figured it out already, it's big. See the friendly Dodge dealer near you.
The average car travels 12,000 miles a year. The average tires last 40,000 miles. The conclusion? Sooner or later, you're going to need a new set of wheels. Where do you go? I'm getting to that. A place with thousands of tires and the best brands rolling. People with diplomas in tireology and floors your grandmother could kiss. Oh, yeah, and they serve a great cup of joe. NTB, National Tire and Battery. We're everything you want, nothing like you'd expect.
Mother Nature has provided many of her creatures with natural instincts to help prepare for the changing seasons. Unfortunately, you and I are not among them. On the other hand, we don't have to be. We have something else to help prepare for the season's change. The new LL Bean Fall Catalog. It's in your home right now.
A colorful action poster free, compliments of Boston Market, and tons of extra fun things for fans 14 and under, Sunday, July 20th at 1:35 when the Phillies take on the Pirates. Great seat locations starting at just $5. Call 463-1000.
Bottom half of the ninth inning, Michael Tucker leads it off. He has twice popped up and grounded into a double play. Garrett Stevenson throws first ball strike again, foul back and out of play. No balls and a strike to Michael Tucker. Good changeup, had him well out in front of it, 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes to Michael Tucker. 1-2. Michael Tucker is called out on strikes. Third strikeout for Garrett Stevenson. One down here in the ninth. And it'll bring up Chipper Jones. Chipper Jones is single, grounded out, and struck out. Garrett Stevenson trying to pitch his first major league complete game.
And the first complete game by a Phillies pitcher other than Curt Schilling, Terry Mulholland, last year in July at Pittsburgh.
Into center field deep, and Ruben Amaro has a beat on him, makes the running grab for out number 2. Derek May is now playing right field. Derek, who celebrated his 29th birthday yesterday, had a big sign in the clubhouse. Happy 30th birthday, Derek May.
Not yet.
He's 29.
Well, this has been some job of Garrett Stevenson tonight.
Awesome.
Kind of come out of nowhere at a great time.
Fred McGriff is 0 for 3. 1 strike. Curt Schilling tomorrow night against Jim Bullinger. Sure Schill's saying back at home, see, I've been telling you pitchers like Garrett did, first ball strike.
Get it over.
Oh, that's right.
Let him hit it.
Fouled out of play. One and 2 the count to Fred McGriff. Ground ball to second base. Should be the ball game. It is. What a job by Garrett Stevenson. Garrett Stevenson, his first major league complete game, gave up just a run on 4 hits as the Phils win by a score of 8-1. Garrett Stevenson wins his third against a team that had beaten him twice and jumped all over him. He came out here and really gave the Phillies an outstanding effort. Phils 8 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Braves a run, 4 hits, and 1 error. The win goes to Garrett Stevenson. He is 3-4, and the loss goes to John Smoltz. He is 8-8. Well, that's a good way to get off a road trip with a W. Final score once again, 8-1, the Phils over the Atlanta Braves. This is the Phillies Television Network. Now let's check in with Steve Highsmith and the news at 10.
Thank you, Harry. Just ahead on WB 17 News at 10, police say fashion designer Gianni Versace is the latest victim of serial killer Andrew Cunanan. Day 3 of the heat wave and the dangerously hot weather has claimed its first victim, and baseball's all-time saves leader is hanging up his spikes. We'll have those stories, and Bill Cosby takes the stand coming up on WB 17 News at 10.
With my old health plan, I needed a referral to see my gynecologist. Now, look, I'm a big girl, but the whole ordeal was kind of uncomfortable. But that was then. We switched to Keystone, you know, back by the Blues. They don't make me get permission to see my gynecologist. They understand that I can handle it myself whenever I choose.
Direct Access, another innovation from Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield.
Keystone understands women.
When it comes to value, only one sport utility wins the race. Chevy Blazer LS 4-door 4x4. Because Blazer is priced over $1,200 less than Pathfinder XE, over $1,900 less than Explorer XLT, and over $2,000 less than 4Runner SR5. And now you can lease a Blazer for just $289 a month for 36 months. Initial payment $19.99. Or buy any Blazer now and get $1,000 cash back. Financial security in an insecure world. Only at your local Chevrolet and Geo dealer.
Phillies win over the Atlanta Braves 8-1 behind the complete game pitching of Garrett Stevenson. 8 runs, 10 hits, no errors, and 5 left for the Phils. A run, 4 hits, 1 error, 3 left for Atlanta. Garrett Stevenson, first career complete game, gets the win. He is 3-4. John Smoltz absorbed the loss. Smoltz is 8-8. First loss by Smoltz to the Phillies since June 30th of '95. Since then, he had gone 5-0 with a ERA of 0.61 against the Phils, but the Phils got him tonight by a score of 8-1. Our Budweiser play of the game came off the bat of Mike Lieberthal after intentionally walking Rico Bronya. The Phillies had scored 3 runs. Scott Rowland was at second base with 2 outs, and Bronya, who over the years has hurt John Smoltz, a lifetime .500 hitter against John Smoltz, was intentionally walked. That brought on our Budweiser play of the game when Mike Lieberthal, who leads the Phillies in home runs, slugged a 3-run shot to left. That pretty much put the game away 6-1 at that point. Our Chevrolet player of the game, Garrett Stevenson. Garrett Stevenson's first win since May 23rd against the Mets, and that was the last time a Phillies starter not named Schilling had won a game. Garrett Stevenson really had it all tonight. He won by a score of 8-1, giving up just 4 hits. Garrett Stevenson is our Chevrolet player of the game. So the Phils finished the road trip having won 2 games, not bad at all. One of them rained out. Won 2 and lost 3, and will be home tomorrow night with Curt Schilling going against those Montreal Expos. On the Toyota American League scoreboard, New York won over Cleveland by a score of 12-6. Hideki Irabu, the Japanese pitcher, won that game, but he didn't pitch all that well. He went the necessary 5 innings to win. He got a lot of run support, but he gave up 3 home runs to Tony Fernandez, to Matt Williams, and to Marquise Grissom. Surrendered 5 runs in the 5 innings he worked, but still won the game by a score of 12-6. Oakland beat Seattle 8-5, and Mark McGwire hit his major league leading 32nd home run of the year. Incidentally, in that Yankee game, Tino Martinez hit a home run, his 31st. They're in the 11th inning at Fenway Park in Boston. Detroit 5 and the Red Sox 5 now in the 11th. Milwaukee leading Kansas City 3-2. That game in the 6th inning at Kansas City. Minnesota behind Brad Radke beating the Chicago White Sox 8-0. And Radke is a player for the Twins who have struggled a little bit this season. It's having a great year. Radke is going for his 12th win of the year for the Minnesota Twins. Baltimore over Toronto 8-2. That game in the 7th inning at Baltimore. And Texas will be at Anaheim a little bit later on. On the National League scoreboard, Bill Spires hit a 3-run home run in the 9th inning off Mel Rojas to give the Houston Astros a 5-3 win over the Chicago Cubs. All 3 of the Cubs runs coming on a Sean Dunston home run. Dodgers beat Colorado by a score of 6-5. The Rockies have been reeling of late. John Hope Park got the win for Los Angeles, and they're putting a move on the San Francisco Giants in National League West. Dustin Hermanson got that start for Montreal. They are shutting out Florida 5-0. It's now in the bottom half of the 9th inning. St. Louis leads Cincinnati 7-3. That game in the 7th inning at Synergy Field. And the Mets and the Pirates are tied now at 3-3 as the Buccos continue to play competitive baseball and stay right near the top of National League Central. Mark Johnson got a pinch double in that game to make it a 3-3 ball game in the 8th inning at Three Rivers. San Francisco will be at San Diego later on. And here at Turner Field in Atlanta, the Phillies win by a score of 8-1. Garrett Stevenson with the complete game. And this is the Phillies' first complete game since Kurt Schilling pitched one on the 22nd of May. So the Phils really enjoying a good night here, getting a 6-run, 6th inning, pretty much put the game away, including that home run by Mike Lieberthal. Garrett Stevenson is down the field with us now, and Garrett, congratulations, just a great job, and first ball strike to just about every hitter.
Well, you know, I went out and I wanted to get ahead of everybody. You know, when you work from behind, you're not gonna get too many people out. So my first line of business was to go out and throw first pitch strikes.
You certainly did that. You had to be pleased with the fact, and this is a team, Garrett, that in your 2 previous outings against them, it hit you pretty hard. Did you do anything differently? Evidently that wasn't on your mind at all.
You know, I feel like that when I go out to pitch, I can beat anybody. If you go out and you throw 3 pitches for strikes, it doesn't matter who you're facing. It doesn't matter how hot they are. If you throw the ball where you want to, you're going to have success.
The way your pitching opponent, John Smoltz, was pitching early on, and they got a run in the 3rd inning, you had to think, uh-oh, I can't give up anything more, because he was buzzing through until the 6th inning.
You know, that wasn't even in my thoughts. You know, I thought that if I'm going to lose, I'm going to lose with the game close. I'm not going to worry about if we score any runs. You know, that was my train of thought, was don't worry about what he does. Worry about what I do.
And after the 6 were on the board for the Phils in the 6th inning, then what were your thoughts?
My thoughts were go out and then stay aggressive. Go get ahead of the hitters and finish them off. You know, I was just trying to go one out at a time and not say, well, I need to get to the 7th or 8th inning. You know, I just wanted them to hit the ball to somebody.
Your first major league complete game, was there any thought at all in your mind, Terry's mind, Galen Cisco's mind, that you weren't going to complete this game?
I guess I mean, there was no thoughts in my mind that I wasn't going to go back out there. It was how many, I didn't even know how many pitches I threw. And, you know, I'm not even going to ask him. You know, I want to go out there. It doesn't matter if I have 150 pitches. I still want to go out there every inning and compete.
You certainly did that tonight, Garrett. Congratulations. Great ball game. You're going to give us a nice flight back to Philadelphia. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
Garrett Stevenson, our guest. He pitched the complete game 8-1 win over the Atlanta Braves tonight as the Phillies finished the trip winning 2 ball games, 1 behind Kurt Schilling and 1 behind Garrett Stevenson. Our next telecast here on the Phil's Television Network will be Sunday when the Phils take on the Pirates. We're on the air at 1 o'clock for the pregame show with Mike Dardis, followed by the Phillies and the Buccos. Check your local listings for the games carried in your area. Once again, the final from Turner Field in Atlanta, 8-1 Phillies for Rich Ashburn, Andy Muss, and Chris Wheeler. Harry Callis saying thanks a lot for watching. Talk to you on Sunday afternoon from the Bet on the Phillies Television Network.
Phillies baseball has been brought to you in part by Mellon PSFS. It's where you're going. By your local Chevrolet Geo dealers. And by Independence Blue Cross and Pennsylvania Blue Shield, the health insurance companies you can lean on.